For the record, I'm done trying to make y'all comfortable. For the record, you ain't trying to grow, then it's done for you. For the record, lab on me going all the way. For the record, ain't trying to link, no time to waste. For the record, 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 for the record.
Hey, welcome people to the first time. Welcome back again, whatever. This is DSC, Don't Sleep on the Couch podcast. And this is our yearly cross with Iggy's Loudmouth podcast. Go around the room, introduce ourselves. It's going to be, I'm Mr. Prez.
And I go by Cash. I'm one half of the Don't Sleep on the Couch podcast, a.k.a. Fly Eagles Fly, a.k.a. Exec P. And I'm going to toss it over to my man, Iggy.
Yeah, what's up, man? I'm happy to be back. This is Iggy from Iggy's Loudmouth podcast. I'm excited as shit. I was up late last night making sure my list was in order. Listen, this is serious. I don't know who tapping into this shit. This is very serious when we talk about this. So I'm excited to get to it, man.
And if this is your first time coming, know your eyes don't deceive you. We're all fans of the Lakers. This is how we come in. We represent big time. Salute to the GOAT.
Wait a minute. You know we're not all fans of the Lakers. We're not all fans of the Lakers, man.
What you got on the here?
I'm just showing love to my man Cole. Mamba mentality, man.
Oh, okay. Everybody can be one for the legend. Everybody can be one for the legend. So we're allowed to be. But let's go ahead and jump on into this, people. This is our yearly music wrap up. We got a couple different topics we're gonna jump into. I'll let Cash run that down for you per the usual. Go ahead, Cash.
All right. So we're gonna break this down into 3 segments, but starting off, I'm gonna just let you know overall what we're gonna discuss. So at the beginning, we're gonna discuss Veteran of the Year, Rookie of the Year, Worst Verse of the Year, 2021 Rising Star, Verse of the Year, Overrated Album of the Year, the best EP in hip hop and R&B, and also the best R&B album and rap album. Now we got a bunch of picks. We got top 5s, top 10s. It just depends on the categories. So stick around if you're interested in that. We gonna get right to it. So Prez, with that said, man, let us know where you want to start, because I know you got a particular order for us.
Oh yeah, man. So let's go ahead and start with the top 3 EPs, rap albums.
Ooh. Top 3 EP rap albums.
Top 3
EPs tossing it to first.
We're gonna toss it out to Iggy on Iggy's Loudmouth podcast. Number one podcast in Tennessee. Yeah, I said all of Tennessee. All of Tennessee.
That's correct. Man, y'all picked a hard one, man. This is one of the ones I had a hard time with getting it together, Brett, because it was some hard EPs this year. So my top 3, if we're doing 3, I'm going 3 to 1. My 2, I have a question about, but my 3rd, I'm going with Jeezy, 2020 Pyrex. Okay, that's my 3rd. Okay. 2nd was I'm gonna go ahead and give it to Lulu Conway, but I only gave it to him. I was gonna give it to Currency, the Outrunners, but I didn't know how that was gonna get defined. So if it's defined as an EP, that's my number 2. But if it's not, Conway's number 2. And then kind of an upcomer, but not really to me. I mean, I kind of who he was, but Melvani, who the fuck is Melvani? Came out early January, and I've been playing that the entire year. So that's my number.
So, yo, who's the last dude?
Melvani, he from New York.
Oh, man. I got to plug in. I don't know that.
Yeah. He came out in January, bro, and it's like, I went through my list, and I played all on my list, and I was like, yeah, this still stands over all of these. So, and I fuck with Currency and Conway. You know, those are dogs, but the sound on Melvani's joint is dope. It's 5 tracks, I think. Or 4 or 5, something like that. But it's quick, but it's dope. He sat with Ja Rule, New York. That shit was hard, bro.
Yeah, I definitely got to get into that, man. Because I don't know it. This is why we do this, man. This is why we do
exactly.
it, man. So you get put on at the same time.
Man,
Yeah,
here we go. Iggy, once again, last year he putting us on to some brand new artists, and this year too. You can't doubt him though, because you go back and listen at these things, man, and they be classics. Like I'm pretty sure.
It's hard.
But next time you coming out, I need a little bit more conviction. Not like I guess I get. I need you to know.
Listen, the thing about the EPs, y'all listen, y'all sit the thing about the EPs, and I forgot timing.
25 minutes.
So I think Outrunners is 24, but it's got like 6 or 7 tracks. So I was trying to.
It was the minutes. We settled on the minutes. Like
okay, so then Currency the Outrunners is number 2.
All right, fair enough.
Okay. And can you tell us a little bit about each one of those, or break down something into it, like what they should be looking for on those albums and why you chose those artists?
As far as my top 3?
Yeah.
I think Jeezy 2020 Pyrex probably is better than Recession 2 as far as what he released this year. And that's a bold statement. I don't like people, but shit was hard, bro. It's a straight playthrough, no skips. It's the energy that G like the reason why Prez was hyping Jeezy so much is all in that EP. You know what I'm saying? So like you just play it all the way through. Number 2 on the Outrunners is Currency and Harry Fraud. They have a storied history of making very dope projects together. And this is another one, and the features on it are hard. Rick Ross got one of the better verses on Magello Red on of the year to me on that. And Conway's on there. He's got a song. He's got a song about just family shit. Like it's just different shit he's talking about on there. So it's cool. And then Malvani, young cat, energy straight, and he got. I feel like he can get his own lane. A lot of cats in New York doing the trap shit right now, and the bouncy shit and the drill shit, not the trap shit, but the drill shit. And he not really doing that. He doing his own thing. So that's what I like this.
Okay. Iggy mentioned something very specific right there. He said like what I done said about it before and why I was hype on Jeezy. If y'all don't know, we've been doing this for a minute. This Don't Sleep on the podcast. We got a back catalog on the audio portion. If you want to go to the YouTube, we got a back catalog on there. I'm telling you, it's tons of albums we reviewed throughout the year. We try to hit them up as soon as they come out. If it was a good album coming out that week, we got reviews out there. So go back and check that out. And then Iggy got the back catalog as well on his podcast audio. And you can go check those out where he speaks on a lot of things that's pertaining to the neighborhood that he's at in Tennessee. So yeah, definitely check out those back catalogs if you're wondering like what does he mean by any of that. So Cash. Go ahead, Iggy. Go ahead, Iggy.
I was just gonna say, listen, man, if you don't know Prez was on, shitting on T.I. for the sake of Jeezy for a good 3 or 4 months, you don't need a backstory to that. You should be able to keep it.
Yeah, plug in, man, because Prez been on one the last 2-3 months, man. I'm not sure where his T.I. hate come from either.
I don't get it, bro.
It's not no hate. It's just speaking the truth on the situation. I know T.I. is a good artist and all this, but come on, y'all still trying to hold him in too high regard and for the current situation that it is. Hey, we covered this last week. Like I said, go listen to that last week's podcast. You'll hear the discussion between me and Cash, and we went through and through on that T.I. versus of why he ain't really checking for him and who he'd like to see instead of T.I. This is a lot of people. He named a lot of people. But just keep it moving. The top 3 EPs. Cash, let's go.
All right. So for me, at number 3, I got one that basically caters to fathers and going along that line in boys in the hood. So it's Sky Zoo, Brooklyn Zone. It's called Milestones. So that's number 2. It's a really solid listen. It came out around Father's Day, and it's really good. It's a really good EP. My number 2 is Terrence Martin, Robert Glasper, and Ninth Wonder. It's called Dinner Party. So that's just great music all around, man. Like I tried to put other ones in there as far as the shoot 'em up, bang bang guys, but this one was just, if you were a fan of Terrence Martin and Ninth Wonder and not really familiar with Robert Glasper, which I wasn't, but just those 2 guys alone made me want to dig in and see what this project was about. So, with that said, man, I was like, I definitely got to give it up for this one because I kept returning to it because it's of its musicality. You know what I mean? And then number one is the one half of the Slaughter, man. Joel and King Crooked with Hard. That EP had me rewinding shit like back in the day. I would have broke my rewind button if we still was on cassette tapes. So that's my top three, man. These boys still got it, man. And damn, I hate that Slaughterhouse broke up, but bars on top of bars. So that's my number one. Joel and King Crooked with Hard.
Man, that's a good list. That's a good list. I mean, I got nothing to say, nothing about that except for that Skyzoo. That's good. I haven't really listened. That's the reason I'm saying it. No, don't try to throw me down a path already. I just haven't listened. I gotta check it out.
I'm here to put on.
All right. I guess that means it's on me now, right?
You player.
Man, so let me go on to get into this, man. So my top 3 EPs at number 3, I'm gonna go with The Baby. My Brother's Keepers, Long Live G. So if y'all don't know, The Baby put out a little EP about a couple of weeks ago, and it was following the death of his brother. And man, he had so many a breath of emotions and stuff on that EP, and just stuff that just really hit with me. Like when you're telling the story and you get real personal on it. Like, I mean, people, you carry people on an adventure with you or down a path with you, and they tend to feel you. And then you get to revisit that too if you ever going through anything. So it kind of helps you through those things. So that's one of those emotional feel like EPs. And I definitely felt what he was going through can definitely, I think he made some of his best music throughout that as well. So number 2, I'm going to give it to Nick Grant, God Bless the Child. And this one started hitting up right around the time the riots and everything was going on and all that stuff was hitting up real strong. And just what he was speaking on that, man, just like, hey, just build up, like, this is our culture, protect our culture, all this little stuff, and just all the struggles and stuff that we had went through. And like, we still should be recognized and be able to come together and appreciate ourselves and everything that we accomplish. So yeah, good standouts from that one would be Love, Living Our Various Emotions, Bless the Child, and Feds. And then my number 1, Ransom, Director's Cut, Season 2. Man, if you talking about a lyricist, man, a lyricist.
Yo, I swear this over 20 years I done made this man a New Yorker. Like, he's an East Coaster, man. It took 20 years. Like, I would never think that Ransom would be in your number 1, but
man,
carry on, Perez. Carry on.
I give you your credit. I give you your credit. I wasn't checking for this when it came out. Cash actually sent it to me. I listened. I was just like, man, why you been hiding this type of stuff from me, man? I hit him up like, we talk forever on this right here.
I gotta keep my secrets, man. Sometimes I'm trying to deliver a dagger on the annual awards, but you done pick my guy, man. You done pick my guy.
And since this came out, man, this has been a steady repeat. He done dropped 2 other EPs since then, but this one right here, The Hellraiser, Beautiful Mind, and Glorious Bastards. He named them after movies if you catch what he's going on. But man, the stuff that he's speaking and the lyrical content that he have up in here is just deadly, man. Like, it's stayed on repeat in mind, man. And then I didn't mention the songs off The Baby, but the ones I liked out of that was Brothers Keepers, 8 Figures featuring Meek Mill, and Gucci Peacoat. That's the one that really gets to you.
Yeah, the one I like on that joint with the Baby is the one with Meek Mill. Like, they killed that, and I think Meek came in with like maybe a cool 8 bars, but I felt that shit, man.
Yeah,
I felt that shit.
Yeah, it was good. I don't think the Baby has been getting enough love for that because he got a lot of hate from people saying he couldn't switch up content, and when he did, nobody saying shit about it. So it's good that he made your list because I think he deserves that. That was a good EP.
And it's cool to hate.
It's personal.
It's cool to hate when you say a cat isn't doing a certain thing and then he does exactly that. It's not cool to come back and be like, oh, point it out and be like, oh, okay, he switched up the flow. I was wrong. Like, that's what hip hop cats do, man. They'll down you and say you can't do this, and then when you do it,
crazy.
all of a sudden it's like that talk ain't exist.
So for people who don't know, like what happened since the baby dropped, he dropped the baby on Baby, he dropped Kirk, and then there was one more in between. What was the other one?
It's the one with the orange cover. I can't remember the name.
No, yeah. He had one more, and everybody was saying like in that time frame, basically almost a year, he didn't drop those 3 projects, and the sound was all sounding the same. It just sounded like one and the same thing, and that's what they're saying. I may have been one of those people that said something. If you go back and check the old thing,
it was called. I mean, it was called "Baby." Blame it on Baby.
Yeah, blame it on Baby. And then, but I will readily acknowledge his growth on this one right here, and the way he's able to change it up and be more personal within these things, man. And quick little EP, showing his diverse styles in his more mature content on it.
You know what I got to say about people that saying people need to switch it up and do this and do that? Fuck it. Like, if it's working and the music is jamming, you ain't got to change a damn thing. Look how many rappers out here that has not changed over the course of 20 years, and we still like their music. We pick and choose, bro. We pick and choose.
I saw a tweet the other day that was like, if people want another Coke album from Pusha T, tell them that they are right. So how does Pusha T get away with that? How does Pusha T get away with that, but the Baby can't, or certain other artists can't?
Exactly.
You know
I can't hold certain people to a standard that I don't hold other people to. You know what I mean? Like, the shit is fire. It's fire.
It's working. Yeah, it's working.
It's working. That's what I go to the Baby for, is that type of flow, up tempo, talking his shit. Period.
Man, I was going to take it in a different direction, but y'all done made me go somewhere else with y'all current talk right here. So let's go on and step into the next category, and let's talk about your top 5 veteran albums of the year.